Found in the Journal of Samlet Smoothskin. My first command mission was nearly a disaster. It was supposed to be a simple one-day search and destroy mission to find the Piglin tribe that was attacking our patrols. The Blackstone tribe is by far the largest in this region, perhaps the entire Nether, but that doesn't stop smaller clans from snapping at us when they can. Us. When did calling the Piglins them or my captors turn into us? I suppose it wasn't a conscious decision, but more of a feeling. Since I was taken out of the quartz mines and started training with the Piglin grunts, I have been more or less treated as one of them. Or at least I was, until they gave me a command. It seems that the Piglins I've been training beside for these months could adjust to having me beside them, but not giving the orders. I'm convinced if it weren't for the Wither Skeleton observers, I would have had a full-out mutiny on my hands. Fortunately, with the tall black supervisor watching, my orders were only met with mutters and glances, not all-out rebellion. We marched for nearly a day across the Nether Waste to a soul sand valley where the Piglins were last seen. Trudging across the soul sand is no treat. We had stopped for lunch when the attack came. They moved so fast along the soul sand, circling and darting in for quick blow before backing up out of reach. I called my soldiers to a circle formation to guard in 360 degrees before the arrows started. From up on the ridge, skeletons were firing at us. We blocked with shields, but though that was protecting us from an arrow through the brain, it did nothing to protect us from the slashing swords of the Piglins. How could they move so quickly on soul sand? Hello everybody and welcome back to the Realm of Vasten and Klautos. What's up, dude?
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome.
We're together again. We couldn't get enough.
How's it going?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's here, a fish in a hoe. We're heading to the end.
We are.
We're heading to the end because we went through the end last episode, and Klaus was like, "Dude, I've never seen your castle before, and I haven't been there in, literally a month or more. So it's like I barely have seen it in so long. So I thought we should go take a look at it.
Let's do it. Yeah, I've only ever seen it in your videos and in streams. I've never visited it myself.
It's a lot different, man, when you're walking around. It's a lot, I think, more... it's just a lot more. There's just a lot more to it, you know?
Yeah, it's one thing to see Minecraft stuff in a video. It's another to be there yourself.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. No, that's why the tour server is so great. If everybody doesn't know, by the way, we have a tour server, and you should go check out here. You know, why don't you go through, and I'll back off.
There.
You know, so you haven't been in the end in quite some time. This is our old end render, which is going to go away here very shortly.
A while. Yeah, I've come down here and used it a few times.
But now there's actually a ship. There's actually an airship here, and the airship will take you to the main Elven city, which is New Talatal.
Yes.
And so you just click the button, and then basically you're on this Elven ship over here. And I think it worked out. It's the first time ever trying to build like an Elven ship. And
I don't want to fall off of this.
Yeah, you should go the other way.
Just
straight across the ship.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, this is a cool airship. I like it.
I tried, I thought they would have a lot of like sort of spiral sort of things, but in the lore, the elves are
elven curvature.
They're like, the elves are aware and are in communication with the steampunk high humans in Gravenwall. So I thought, well, maybe they would have some steampunk technology in addition to their airship. So this is like a steampunk fan.
So they're sort of, so they're kind of borrowing from the humans, and the humans are kind of borrowing from them a little. Yeah,
like kind of the fruition of the Vasten storyline is going to be that the elves are going to rejoin the war, right? And the people of Gravenwall are the ones who are kind of convincing them to come back, and so the Gravenwall people have been given the elves technology, and the elves have been given the people the Gravenwall people Enderium, which is kind of like our magic MacGuffin, right? That's kind of like the fuel that runs the world. So, and that's only formed here due to the Forbidden Blight. So there's a bit of an exchange there. So yeah, if you follow me, we can go down this little water elevator, and we'll head over to my thing. I think you have to go through the ship and out the door.
Go. I'll be there. There we go. Okay. Oh boy.
Water elevators, man. I don't use them enough because they're so.
use the water elevators. Oh man. Oh.
Well, you know, it's weird. Like they're so great, but I'm kind of old and I'm kind of an old dog, and it's kind of a new trick, and I forget how great they are. You know, because
yeah.
You know, I kind of learned Minecraft before they were a thing.
I always liked the zipper elevators and the piston elevators. Those were so cool. And now that the water thing is there, people aren't making elevators anymore.
Well, it's
you know?
It's true, but they're so fast, and I think it's just cool. It's like a very Minecrafty, interesting kind of unique thing.
I definitely like it. That's just the only downside is that people aren't making new elevators anymore.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Why would you go to all the hassle?
Oh, look at this place, guys. Look at this thing.
So,
dude, I almost
yeah. Watch your step. So this is new Talatal, and this floating island is a custom-made floating island, of course, because it was ripped out of the ground whenever the Elven King cast the spell to kill everyone and save the world. What he didn't know was it would translocated this entire castle to the end, to here. Since the Enderman teleport, we kind of thought it was like a fitting bit. So whenever you teleport, what he didn't know is that basically it ripped his castle out of the earth, forming the crater in White Sands, and then this is what used to be in the crater of White Sands, right?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. I want to get to the other side. How did you get over there without dying?
Just a little
jump. You
jump.
jumped. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen this in videos and on streams, but man, being here is a totally different experience. This is so cool.
Thank you. I think it's fun. I tried to do some of the piping because that's Enderium. Like they're creating the Enderium for the war effort. And here, come over this direction. We'll show you a little bit more of the lore thing. If you come over here.
Okay.
So when the elves got here, they couldn't speak to the Enderman because Enderman can't talk, you know. And what the Enderman did is they created this room underneath the castle where if the king of the Enderman and the king of the elves can gather here around using the power of these beacons, they can actually communicate. So this is how they is it palaver? Is that the word? Palaver? I think it is. Maybe I'm not sure.
Palaver.
Where they discuss plans, you know, they can talk and this stuff. So this is a little bit of the lore and using our wonderful black wool texture here, you know, which is just so nice.
Very cool. Yeah, I was a little behind. My phone started going. I had to stop and turn it off real quick.
Oh, I didn't. I would have never known. But now that I know, that yeah. So you know. It was my first time ever building a big floating island like this, and I learned some lessons. And one of them is something we talked about a little bit last episode. Is, man, when you're building this stuff, texture variate it as you're building it, and don't wait till later, because
I made that mistake.
I didn't, and it now. So this is a floating island. How am I going to texture variate underneath this thing?
You
know, and what the other thing is, I thought it would be really dark because light and stuff, but the way the end is, the light map is all even, so you can totally see that it's just underneath. It's just all plain stone, and that really kind of bums me out.
Yeah.
But this is my cart to Port Prey. You can see this is all of our personal bases. You get little teleport carts. Oh
wait, this takes you to Port Bray?
Yeah, anyone who has a personal base can have a little merchant cart, and this is mine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. It goes to the little caravan area.
Exactly.
But I didn't know that it could do that across dimensions.
I know how to do Google.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it took a lot of trial and error, to be honest, but I finally figured out the exact phrasing of how you get that thing to work out.
The magic syntax.
So, when I was building this, I went and did a tour of a builder named Moriete's castle, who builds on Conquest of Vanilla server. And he had probably the most amazing castle I've ever seen before. It was like we spent probably 3 episodes just touring his castle, and I probably only saw a third of it. It was unbelievable. And it was so windy and twisty and small, huge, but also small, you know what I mean? Like little walkways and stuff like that. So I really tried really really hard to do that. Like have tons of little walkways. Like this whole thing is connected, but also it's kind of feels like a city, but everything's connected too. You know?
Yeah, that's one thing. I remember we talked about this before a little bit. I think it was on a stream.
Oh yeah, could have been. Yeah.
Where it's like that's one thing that I want to get better at is like I can make a big thing, but I like having really big giant rooms. But one thing I'm not good at least I don't think I am, is filling a big space out with a bunch of little tiny rooms and walkways and stuff like that.
It's really hard, man. I'm still learning. Yeah.
Make it feel like a maze in there, you know.
Exactly.
That's one thing I really want to get better at. But this, like exactly like it was inside there where we just were.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's so much stuff, but it's like you don't need these giant big rooms. And I don't know. It's just cool. It's just cool. I want to be able to make a castle that I go inside and I get lost.
Well, that's where we are right now. We're in like the palace area of the castle, and like, man, you can get lost. Like all these little rooms are have stuff in them, and bathrooms, and that's my green screen room. That's where I record like with all the black. Just ignore that room. Ignore that. But all the other ones, like
the video production room.
Exactly. Right like little like coat closets and dining rooms and like that. Man, this goes up like 5 stories of just this. Like, it's super easy to get lost. Like, there's a little dining hall.
Oh yeah.
And
here we are. We're back outside.
Yeah, you can wander around this a lot and not find it. So here, follow me over this way. I'll take you up to my office.
Where are you?
Right beside.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just come up here. Let's see, a little stairway up here.
You slammed the door on my face.
It's a pressure plate. And so this is my office. This is where I collect all of my debts for banners and things like that. You know, we can discuss payment for certain things and whatever.
Right on.
And then here's the king's bedroom. And so you go up this water elevator. Since you love water elevators so much.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic. Kind of. They're kind of fantastic. Wait, which one? One on the left or the right?
Yeah, the right. That one.
Hey, how's it going? What's up?
So check this out. So I have some secret stuff. So I have all my different armors and weapons, stuff like that. But if you turn this thing to right here,
ooh, look at that.
Yeah, then you can come back in here and find the secret stash, right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Dennis, he already robbed me once, so I guess I can go ahead and show it on camera now. I backed our squad up against the wall so we could change our formation from a circle to a half and double our protection. The arrows stopped for a time while the skeletons moved to get a better vantage point. The attacking piglins continued to charge in, but now without an onslaught of arrows, we had a chance. My well-trained grunts took out a couple while we had yet to lose a soldier. From the corner of my eye, I saw skeletons emerge on the top of another ridge. The arrows would be coming. Turning to the wall behind us, I grabbed my pickaxe and started to dig, thinking if we could dig in a small choke point, we could defend ourselves better and be hidden from ranged attack. It was only at my second swing that unleashed the lava. I jumped back. Though piglins are immune to burning in lava, I certainly am not. The lava hit a discarded shield and it started to burn. Somehow the fire caught the actual soul sand as well as the shield, and the piglins on both sides panicked. Raising my voice to all the power I had in my body, I commanded my squad to attack. Without looking to see if they were coming with me or cowering in fear, I charged. Leaping over the soul fire, I started burning my new ability, slowing time slightly, and attacked. But, yeah, and I really, that flower garden around there, I really think that turned out really well. I really like kind of alien, elven, colorful plants and things like that.
That's awesome, dude.
So if you go up here, I thought they'd want to eat. So this is not finished yet. But if you go up here, you'll get to where the cow farm is. So I actually got cows here. Dude, let me tell you, that was not fun. That was not fun.
I remember watching you do that on stream.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. So it's like the butchering place and stuff, and then you come over here, and I swear if one of these, I have enough, I guess. This was just terrible. It was just terrible to get these cows here, but I did it. Finally, it took forever, but I did it.
It made for great streaming content. I'll tell you that. That was great.
Yeah, because if I weren't streaming, I would have just like face planted and just given up. Probably. Yeah. Why don't you head to the base of the jungle dome and we'll pick up from over there because there's some stuff. You could either just fly down the bridge. Let's just go across the bridge to the main.
The main area.
Like right where we came back to, like this little wooden bridge where we just walked up to the cows.
Oh, I'm back over by the airship. The cows. Jeez, that place is cold. Hold on. I have to do this while I'm here. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, this
airship to the cow.
It's not an airship. It's just like a big bridge, like a big wood, like a small wooden bridge, probably. Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah, let's just go down here to the dome.
I'm all taking screenshots. Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, this was a really cool build. And, because we have purple grass in the end, I was forced to texture the grass myself, to keep it green.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you can go up like, the other side. Go up the other side and you can get up to into the jungle dome. It's nothing special, but I think it being in the end kind of adds something kind of fun, like something you might not expect, like, to see here in the end is this little really lush kind of cool little place,
Oh yeah, that's very cool, dude. It's reminiscent of the turtle sanctuary kind of.
It is. I definitely referenced that whenever I was making it. Yeah, it was a fun build. I don't know how to leave. I don't remember how. Oh, is it here? Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, just right by this tree. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can just fall.
Okay, right down here.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa! I didn't die.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. And then,
that was fun. I want to do that again.
The way I did this was I just built a tower and then I figure out how to connect it later, And so you get when you build like that, you get some really cool like bridges and elevated walkways and all that kind of stuff. So like this area, this was just a tower, and then I had to build this sort of courtyard area sort of thing, additionally. But if you just drop down here, then we'll go into the storage room and I'll show you a part that I'm not sure if you've seen before or not, but there's not a real great way to get back there, so you just kind of got to go this way. But this is the Elven Science Lab. So because they're in communication with people of Gravenwall, they have learned how to send materials and stuff back through this portal. So there's an exact copy of this portal in Gravenwall. And see the tracks where carts can go back and forth so they can actually send materials back for the war effort.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried my best. I had Sunfire come on and help me with the lab a little bit and give me some ideas and some stuff since he's built a few dozen labs in his time.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just I think there's a way down this way. Yeah, over here, right here. Oop.
Okay. Boing.
And again, just trying to figure out how to connect this whole thing. Like, man, it is really confusing. Like, if you go out this way, then this leads to like a whole different build. Every exit leads to a different build in this place. Like up here.
That's what I really, really like about it. It's just so compact,
Right, but also like sprawling. Really cool. It's like it's big.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. That's what I love about it. It's really, really cool.
There's a doodle jump statue right down there because I bet everyone on my Discord that no one could beat my doodle jump record. Doodle jump, the cell phone game, like the mobile game.
Oh. I only know it because you've mentioned it.
It's the greatest cell phone game ever. Anyway, I set a really high record, and I didn't think anyone would beat it, but then someone did. So the bet was that I would build you a statue. So there's a doodle jump statue down there for King Wolf who actually beat my record. So it's in my base for all time. But come on back in here, and I'll take you to the Nether.
Okay.
So back when they announced the Nether update, I thought, wow, and they showed some screenshots, I thought, those look really cool. I want to build those, but I want to build them now, and I want to build them Vasten. So I thought, well, the elves are studying the zombie pigmen, figure out how to beat them, right? So maybe what they would do is they would build a Nether here. you know, to help study them. So yeah, I brought some zombie pigmen in. Again,
Nice.
I cannot express to you how much I hate these two dudes, but I did it. It took forever, but I did it. And then if you come in here, you'll see. It doesn't work anymore. I broke it. I built a nether. I built a nether right in there, and I built all three. Well, at the time, all three biomes.
Geez. Oh, cool. That's awesome, dude.
So this is like inside.
Oh, you can go in there.
Yeah, you can go in. Yeah. So this is inside, and using only 115 or what are we in? 116? Yeah, 115 materials. You know, because I didn't have any of this stuff. So I didn't have basalt, so I'd use this like sort of shingle block that we have. You know.
Dude, this is perfect.
And
geez, I looked at a guy. I looked at him.
No,
I looked at him.
Right. Go in the little two hallway.
I'll get him. Oh, come on.
I'll just stand here. I don't want any
Here
part
he
of this
comes.
fight.
Here he comes. Here he comes. All right, I'm looking at you again. Come on, bring it. Oh, one more. I got one more for you. No, maybe two.
Boom.
All right.
There you go.
That's teamwork.
So then, if you go over here, I built the best I could do. I built a crimson or a warp forest biome using a lot of prismarine and stuff like that.
Before we had the
Yeah, so we didn't have any of the stuff, you know, and I just thought it was kind of fun. You know, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. I don't know if it was worth it looking back, because I could have just waited for the blocks, but I couldn't wait. And then over here was going to be the crimson one, but they're really we're really lacking some of the blocks to make that work. So I said wait on the crimson blocks and build out of that. But that's pretty much my base. That's pretty much my base, man. But yeah,
that's a big base.
It was fun. It was a really fun build, and I had a really great time doing it. But yeah, I haven't been here in a long time. It's kind of funny to see all the stuff and, you know, think about what I want to change, since I haven't seen this in a little while.
Right on.
If you
thinking about going over those not the crimson ones, the warped blocks with like actual blocks?
You know, I don't know. Like lore-wise, I don't necessarily know that it's needed, because the Endermen and the elves work together to build this in order to study zombie pigmen. So I think it's kind of cool that they built what they had instead of the actual stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. It's like they tried, they didn't quite get it right. You know, it's like an experiment thing.
Well, because, you know, they didn't have access to the nether, because the nether was shut off up until only 8 years ago in the lore. So they wouldn't have had access to all those blocks, you know, for hundreds of years. But if you want to hit spectator and take a look, there's a spectator button right here for the Adventurers Guild. I believe it was a combination of our training and seeing a puny human leaping over the soulfire that snapped them out of their fear of the blue flame. But somehow, my grunts followed me. The arrows stopped, as at this point both sides were intertwined in battle, and with the power of gold inside me, my agility was unmatched. I had to be careful, however. I knew that somewhere out of sight the wither skeletons were watching. I couldn't reveal my full ability. I had to only move ever so slightly faster than the piglins could, allowing the attackers to come close to landing a hit. It was as if I were acting a play that only I had the script. I pulled our best few crossbow shots from the battle and had them deal with the ineffective skeletons on the ridge. The battle was over quickly. We had only lost 2 piglins while killing nearly 24 of the ambushers. I glanced up in time to see the wither skeleton observers turn and leave. They had seen it all. But what had they seen of me? Did they suspect I had these strange abilities? Tomorrow, I have a meeting with the Overseer to discuss the mission. I'm sure as fatigued as I am now, no sleep will come to me tonight. It's kind of nice to I kind of pull back and see kind of the scope of the base, but
oh man, yeah,
it's a cool one, man. I think if I I guess blow my own horn a little bit.
Man, blow your horn. This is awesome. Do it. That's cool, man. It's like, oh, that's awesome. I need to learn to build stuff like this. I don't ever do this. You gotta give me some tips and tricks. Fixxitt tips and tricks?
I only have one tip. Like everything I build is the exact same. I just build a lot. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and it's nice to actually get to talk for a little bit too. It's been a while.
Yeah, it was fun, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor. Hold on, let me go to the thing. There you go, fifth person mode. Why do I always say fifth person mode?
I think you've been playing too much 7 Days to Die.
That might be it. Anyway, hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. And subscribe to Fixxitt too if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until that time, be excellent to each other and farewell.
Farewell.